Hey there, Scorpio. This is your 5-minute forecast for the whole of 2023. Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Well, this is quite a big year for you because your ruler, Pluto, which is known for being quite unyielding and very, very deeply transformative, is changing changing sign this year and going from the third house of communications in your chart into the fourth house of home. Now, wherever Pluto goes, it transforms things quite dramatically. Now, in particular, to do with the fourth house, we're thinking home, your actual house, your family, the way you live. It's like it's heralding a very big and deep cleanse and change. Now, I don't know if you've got it in mind to move or even go somewhere further afield, because, you know, it really, really changes the way your whole family relates from your perspective. It's a pretty sort of like deep medicine to have in your life, is this great big change. Now, these kinds of shifts also coincide with a change in the way you behave. It brings you back up close and personal to your behaviors have come from what you've learned from your childhood. Everything to do with the childhood is also implicated here. Now, there's other things going on as well in 2023. So what you've got with that Pluto going into Aquarius is just a 3-month taster, because from 2024, that's when it really comes in. So it gives you an idea. Anyway, you've also got Saturn entering Pisces, which is going to be a really welcome move from your perspective. It's giving you the opportunity to shape your creations and get more orderly and get more regular and regimented in terms of what you're giving birth to right now. Now, so it could actually be your children, but it's also like what comes from the fruits of your loins, and not just your children, but like your hobbies, the things that you put your heart and soul into. So it's about getting more focused and more structured around your creations. Now, whilst this is also happening, Jupiter is going through your 6th house of everyday living, work, and physical health up until mid May, and thereafter it's going into the sign of Taurus, which is going into your 7th house of love and partnership. Now, when Jupiter goes into this position from the 16th of May, it's highlighting a time of absolute optimism and expanded feelings in terms of what's possible from your relationships. So I see it as a really sort of beneficial thing. It seems like the people around you, the people you're connected to, are deeply generous and hospitable, with really good emotions and a really good sense of humor. So that feels really, really good. Obviously good. Now, there are a couple of times that I would absolutely highlight as being important. And the 22nd of Feb to the 5th of April seems like a really deep and personal time in terms of your physical health and in terms of the things that you need to heal about yourself from the perspective of your day-to-day, the way you run your day-to-day. If there's any kind of insecurities you've got about yourself and how routines you are, something about like the way you live that needs to be healed, then the focus is really tightly on that. There are lots of little points from the 22nd of February to the 5th of May, to the 5th of April, where you make progress towards getting a much better way, towards getting a much better flow in your life. So that's pretty exciting. The other thing that I would absolutely highlight for you in this in this year ahead, is that the North Node is going into the sign of Aries, which, like currently the North Node, which is about karma and your direction and the lessons that you've been learning, they're coming out of this space of relationships. It feels like you've done that now, and it is focusing back into your day-to-day living. So it does feel like at the sort of start of the year, it feels like it's time to get clear and heal anything that's not quite working in the way you run your life. But then from mid-July, when the North Node goes into the sign of Aries, it's time to really learn those lessons, because if you don't, you'll be playing them again and again and again and again. So let's get really clear. It feels like a life detox is in order. Anyway, I hope that's helpful for you, Scorpio. There's so much more, and I do these updates on a month-by-month basis as well. Now, if you like this and would like more from me, you can just drop me a line. It's louisatannermunson@gmail.com, or you could go to www feelgoodastrology.com/store. So anyway, hopefully I will speak to you soon. Lots of love. Mwah.